Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So this is gonna be my first video. I'm doing a little Q&A / cooking video. I plan to post like cooking videos, raw workouts, day in my lives, things like that. But kind of want y'all to get to know me a little bit and show y'all a yummy recipe that is good for you, yummy, and super easy. So let's get into it. We're gonna cook some rice. I love to season it, especially if I'm doing like a taco bowl. So I'm gonna put some chicken bouillon in it. And we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit. I'm using a rice cooker, but you can just use a bowl, it doesn't matter. Or a pot, I mean. And I'm gonna mix it, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it and let that cook. So you're not gonna need all of the cilantro. I'm gonna save some for the cilantro lime rice that I'm gonna make at the end. And then I'm also making a Greek yogurt sauce with cilantro and lime. It's gonna be super yummy. So I'm gonna save some of that for the side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like chop it up and take some of the stems off because you don't want to like crunch on the stems. So a little bit about me. I am 20 years old. I am from Houston, Texas, born and raised. I have a twin sister and I love fitness. I have been doing fitness for a solid 4 years now, but actually taking it seriously for 2 years. I don't know why, but like when I'm like taking the cilantro off, I love the smell of it. Like it smells so yummy. You just know like when you're cooking with cilantro, it's gonna be best, like without a doubt. Like the flavor it brings is so strong. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. That and rosemary. I don't know. I know rosemary is like just for like Thanksgiving and Christmas for the most part, but I love the smell of rosemary. I love burning it too. It smells so good. Love it, love it. But like if you burn it too much, it's gonna smell too bad. So it's like you gotta know when like enough is enough type of thing. All right, so I'm like finally chopping bell peppers. Gonna make sure we saute them real good. I'm not gonna cut them into little pieces just because I like the crunch and the length when it's long. But anyways, back to a little bit about me. What? Oh my gosh, shut up. So a little bit about me. I got into fitness just because I wanted to become the best version of myself every single day. And at first I didn't really know what that looked like. You know, I was stuck in a place of wanting to become better, just kind of wanting to know what makes me me. And I found that competing with not only like myself, but just knowing that I can become better each and every day was what drove me to just go hard in the gym every single day. Definitely wasn't easy. I'll say that right now. Going to the gym is not something people strive to do. It's just one of those things that prove to you that you are able and capable of doing anything if you put your mind to it. So that's why I do it. I personally love knowing that I can push weight that I've never pushed before. I love seeing my body change in ways that I didn't know it could change and things like that. So with that being said, the gym is just kind of like my comfort space. It's the place I know where I can become better each and every day. I know, right? This is like ASMR low-key. Recently, I've been having a lot of people ask me what have been my bulking macros because, like I said, all of these questions are being pulled from my Instagram. So right now, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't already, go follow Corinne Klimczak with 2 Ks at the end. But I am on a bulk because I have been stuck in the 120 range for a good long while now. And I really just wanted to see maximum growth. I was like, okay, stop eating like a bird and put some muscle on you. So that's what I've been doing. Now I'm luckily at 135 between 140, which is numbers I haven't seen before. And when I was that weight, I was like low-key big girl. But now I'm big girl in the right places. So with that being said, as terrible as it is, because I am an online coach, if you need some help with your fitness goals, tap in. But with that being said, I don't track what I eat. I don't. I have a good understanding of what I eat, absolutely. I know I need the high protein, low fats, good carbs, because, you know, we trying to go glutes. Like, come on now, we need the carbs, you need the energy, things like that. But I would ballpark and say I range from anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500 calories. I pretty much eat what I want. You know, if I haven't made any food, I'm getting Whataburger. If I get off of work late, I'm getting Domino's, you know. But with that being said, I know with what I'm eating, I'm pushing myself 10 times harder in the gym. You want Whataburger? Guess what? You're gonna do some cardio. Guess what? You're gonna put 10 more pounds on the dumbbells if you're gonna do Bulgarian split squats, or you're gonna, you know, rep out 10 more than what you're used to. So I always say, if you want to eat what you want, then you're gonna work out the way you don't want to work out. So that's what I do. You know, I love it. I love not being restricted from food, because food is something that you need, your body needs. You need to fuel your body. So with that being said, if you're restricting yourself from eating what you love, then it's not as fun. So keep that in mind. However, I do plan on hopping on stage next year, so y'all stay tuned for the journey. I'm so excited. But knowing I'm gonna be on stage, knowing I'm just gonna be eating chicken and rice, like, I'm eating what I want right now. Especially because I know I saw my boyfriend on prep, and oh my gosh, I felt bad for him every single day. He was eating lettuce wraps. Like, what man do you know is eating lettuce wraps willingly? So with that being said, I will be on stage next year. I honestly haven't like fully decided what class I'm gonna do, just because I love the bikini look, but with wellness, I can keep my lower body and, you know, play with it a little bit, especially since I'm so focused on my lower portion of my body. Like, I just love the way wellness looks, but I don't know. Once I get with my coach, I'll talk to him, and then him or her, we'll see. And then from there, we'll decide what's best for me. But as of right now, it's still up in the air. Who knows? Maybe I'll do both. F it. But, you know, I am very, very, very excited. I hate onions. I feel like you can like smell it through the freaking camera. Alrighty, now that all of our veggies are chopped, we're gonna work on seasoning our shrimp. But I'm so mad. I bought the shrimp that have the tails on it, so I actually have to chop it off, and then we're gonna season it. Man, I wish I was like the aesthetically pleasing person to like, this is as aesthetic as it gets. Normally if I'm not filming, there's like at least 7 different bowls going on, and probably half of these tomatoes would be on the countertop. Like, I literally am so dirty in the kitchen, but it all gets cleaned after. Bro, avocado hand is like my worst fear. What the is that? Dude, what? How does hair get inside of an avocado? Not using that. Also, don't worry, this is just a prop. Like, this is for the aesthetic. I'm only 20, so I can't drink. Bro, I wish I could wink. I cannot wink to save my life. 1 out of 10, you put this in your mouth. 1 out of 10.
Let's go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 7. Oh, I hate the brain rot. Oh my gosh.
I'm definitely adding like a brain.
So another question I got on my Instagram was, how do you make yummy recipes that are so macro friendly and it's simple? Greek yogurt. But no, like, actually though, when it comes to recipes, like I said, I love food, so obviously I'm going to make it delicious. I'd say season with your heart, season with what you desire. Don't cut out the things that you like. For instance, like, I love cream cheese, but I'm gonna go for the healthier pick, the fat, like the 1/3 fat-free cream cheese. Or like when it comes to, sorry, my boyfriend is the cameraman. He like can't stand that I buy that type of cream cheese, so he's over here rolling his eyes. Anyways, macro friendly to the max, yet delicious. Like, literally simple as oatmeal, banana, protein powder, baking soda, and like cinnamon, vanilla extract, things like that, and I eat it up every single morning. Sugar-free syrup tastes just like syrup. It tastes just like syrup, but it's sugar-free. Like, I'd say another big thing is I have such a big sweet tooth, and like that was like my main problem when trying to achieve my goals, like in the fitness, what I wanted to look like, things like that, because I was addicted to sugar. You just go for the things that are more macro-friendly. Like, for instance, HEB, they have sweetened sparkling water. That stuff is so good. Bro, the macros on shrimp are crazy. It's like, how much? 90 calories for 7 shrimp, and each shrimp, or 7, bro, I'm brain farting. For 7 pieces of shrimp, it's only 90 calories and 22 grams of protein and a 0.1 gram of fat. Like, what? I got this big bag of shrimp for literally 18 bucks. Costco, if you're trying to bulk and reach your macro goals, that's the way to go. Costco or Sam's, doesn't matter. Just like buying in bulk makes life so much easier, because I swear, going to the grocery store every single day is like not the move. So definitely have to stock up on things that we enjoy. Like, living with a man, they don't stop eating. They never stop eating. Like, I don't get it. But we make do, man. We make do. Another question I got was, how did I get so invested into my faith? I definitely will say my walk with God was something that I newly took on. I always knew God was there. God was, in heaven and hell. He died for our sins, things like that. But I never lived for Christ. I feel like that's the one things that separates a follower of Christ and just a lukewarm Christian. And I was lukewarm for the longest. And it wasn't until my sophomore year in college I used to play softball. We'll answer that question later. But I was on a softball team, and I was surrounded by all of these amazing girls who had a relationship with Christ. And for someone my age, I was 19 at the time. I didn't realize people my age could be so invested into Jesus himself, and actually be devoted and live for Christ and to know Christ. Everyone in society has this warped perception on how to live, go out, drink, things like that. And I definitely fell with society. I just wanted to have a good time. I could care less about anything else, things like that. So it wasn't until sophomore year, I was, like I said, surrounded by all these amazing girls who just loved Jesus. And I wanted to love Jesus. I wanted to know Jesus. I wanted to know why these girls were feeling this way. So I began to go to our local church. It would be every Sunday, go with our teammates and things like that. I watched several of my teammates get baptized there. Amen. It was beautiful. And it was just such a beautiful process to be a part of. It was so amazing to have a community who just wanted to get to know the Lord. It was seriously something I've never been a part of. And I continued to carry that faith with me when I graduated and came back home. And I met my amazing boyfriend. He was very devoted to the Lord. He has known God since he was a child and things like that. And he is another main reason on why I know Jesus and why I live for him. This is not my life, it's his life. And that's something I will preach till the day I die. And he definitely has helped me grow my relationship with Christ. He has reminded me, what it is to live for Christ, what it is to have a relationship centered around Christ, which is something I've never experienced either. I've never been in a relationship, honestly, friendship or relationship, that valued Christ so much. And that's something that I will never take for granted. And that's why I'm so blessed to have him in my life. But with that being said, having God in your life and knowing he's there for you is one of the most comforting feelings you will ever have in your life. Hands down, regardless, good day, bad day, you're troubled or you're not sure or just anything along those lines. Knowing God has a plan for you and he is by your side constantly will be something that will always carry you. Without him, I know I would not be the person I am today. I would not have the life I have now, without him. So with that being said, I will continue to stay a God-fearing woman till the day I die, because he is the reason. So. Alrighty, next we're going to season our shrimp. We're going to squeeze half a lime all around. Really want to make sure we get that lime juice out. Okay. And then we're going to put our finely chopped cilantro into the shrimp. And then we're gonna season it with salt, which I already did off camera, pepper. I swear, even though I love these little mushrooms as salt and pepper shakers, they are not optimal for cooking large amounts of food. So we're gonna put some pepper. I'll probably just put some more when I put it in the pan, but it's really just to your desire. Next, we're gonna use paprika. We're gonna put, I like the smoky flavor. So does my boyfriend. So we definitely wanna make sure we got a good amount of that going on. Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna use some of this Black Magic Cajun. It's from Costco. It's like, okay, I don't know. It's like, it does the job, so that's why I use it. And then we're gonna use some garlic powder. I love garlic powder. All right, once we got that, we're gonna go in with our hands and make sure that everything is coated nice and evenly. And you really wanna make sure every piece of shrimp is touching the juice, the cilantro, and seasoning and whatnot. I have 2 of my pans preheating right now. We're gonna have the shrimp in here and the veggies in there. But I wanted to go ahead and kind of talk about softball. I used to be an athlete for as long as I can remember. I don't know, I started at 4 years old with soccer and then 10 years old with tennis. And then I fell in love with softball when I was 10 years old. Yeah, I was 10. And so I started playing softball when I was 10 and then played throughout middle school. When COVID hit, I decided to be a little delinquent and quit and kind of just do whatever I wanted. For those 2 years, I didn't play sports besides for high school. I played softball. Then it was kind of a hit or miss, but I wouldn't take it back for sure. I definitely enjoyed it. I played 4 years varsity. Something definitely to be proud of. I feel like as a 6A school, if you don't know what 6A is, it's like the biggest amount of people in a school for Texas. So like there's like 1 through 6. So 6 is the biggest. So I played varsity 4 years. When I first started, actually, I was a catcher. I was a big girl. But I was a big girl in high school. So I was a catcher. Don't play with me though. I was fast. So I had that going for me. But I was a catcher my freshman and sophomore year. And then I decided that outfield was something that I truly loved. Something about diving for a ball is just, love it, love it, love it. So I ended up becoming an outfielder for the rest of my softball career. I went ahead and went to go play 2 years at a JUCO in Kilgore. Definitely something I will never take for granted. I loved sophomore year of Kilgore so freaking much, and I made some of the best friendships I could have ever asked for. Definitely miss it, to say the least, but yeah, that was a little bit about me. There we go. Okay, for our sauce, we're gonna go ahead and get plain Greek yogurt. Kind of just measure with your heart's desire. Mind you, Greek yogurt's gonna be your best friend. The macros on this is actually insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and put, give or take 8 to 10 ounces in. And then I'm gonna take some of that cilantro that we left over, and that should be good. I'm gonna taste it once it's made. I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in, and we're gonna add some salt. And then we're gonna do some pepper. And then we're also going to add some garlic powder. Ooh, maybe a lot of garlic powder. And then we're gonna add our other half lime into the mixture. Mind you, I've never made this before. It's fairly simple, but I'm really excited because and if this is good, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get some corn tortillas next time, fry it, make some chips. Oh, it's gonna taste like Gringos. I know I already said it, but I'm saying it again. Y'all need to go to Gringos and try the green sauce. It's so good. Okay. Now that we have this in here, we're gonna go ahead and blend it. Oh, this shrimp looks so good. I always be trying my food too, like. Yep. Maybe some more salt. My boyfriend say I don't put enough salt. Low key, like the most disrespectful thing you could say to me. So I'm like gonna salt him to death. Give him high cholesterol. Tap in with Marcus Too Swole for a videographer, guys. show the people the cameraman, man. Show. Like, look at that cutie patootie. Oh, doing so good. Oh my gosh. All right, not too much now. Whoa. Wow. Smile. He's so cute. Okay, I went ahead and added more salt, more pepper, and more cilantro just because I feel like more doesn't hurt. Like, one of the things I say in the kitchen is you can always add more, but you can't take away. So be mindful with that. And having this as like a protein shake. Okay. Our veggies are done. Our shrimp is done. Our sauce is done. Our rice is done. Now we get to eat. Something that I don't play about is my bowl aesthetics. If I'm making a bowl, best believe it's the prettiest bowl out there. So I love these bowls because they're like pan shaped but bowls at the same time. So wait till I do the finished product because everything's a mess. Alrighty guys, here is the finished product. Literally, my mouth is watering. It's taking everything inside of me not to eat it right now. To end the video, last question, what y'all should be expecting from me is tons of content. I mean, I want to show you the recipes. I want to show y'all what I'm doing in my day. I want to show you the raw workouts where I literally want to cry half the time. I want to show y'all the cute outfits that I put on and everything like that. I want to build a community. And I've talked about it for some time now, but now I am going to be a woman of action and stand on it. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching. If y'all finished watching this video, comment down below. What do I want y'all commented down below? Salt. Comment salt because I was using a lot of salt in this video. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a great day, guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.